This week in hip hop, we have had 2 court cases be resolved. We've had one criminal case with rapper A$AP Rocky in which he was found not guilty, but we've also had a civil case with rapper Jay-Z in which the charges were dropped. 2 rappers, 2 cases. And both rappers are from New York, so there's a lot of similarities there. But is it just me, or are the reactions to these 2 cases very different? And why? Yo, welcome to another edition of According to Lamar. I'm Lamar. Pretty simple, right? Good. Hope you're feeling well. Hope your finances are well. Hope your mind, body, and spirit is well. And if not, then I hope it gets better for you. Trust me, I know that there's a lot of reasons to feel stressed right now. But I'm hoping you find the things that make you feel blessed right now. And that's real. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Now, speaking of blessed right now, 2 rappers should be feeling real blessed right now, and that's A$AP Rocky and Jay-Z. As I've stated earlier, rapper A$AP Rocky was recently found not guilty in his assault trial Tuesday night, which, if you've been keeping up with the trial, shouldn't come as much of a surprise. I mean, there were so many inconsistencies from the person who was allegedly assaulted by A$AP Rocky, which, by the way, his name is A$AP Relly. He was part of the whole A$AP camp. There's a whole convoluted story, but I'll try to give you the clip notes. So A$AP Rocky and A$AP Relly, which, by the way, we'll just call him Relly because at this point, that whole A$AP name, gone, buddy. Sorry. The real A$AP won. You guys fought for it, and the real A$AP just won in this whole trial thing. So A$AP Rocky and Relly got into an argument. Allegedly, A$AP Rocky pulls out a little thing, and pop, Relly. Only problem is, when cops went to the scene of the crime, they saw no bullets. And all they saw on A$AP Relly was a little scratch. So what did A$AP Relly decide to do? Well, being the guy who is afraid of his safety and afraid of his life, so much so that he decides to press charges against A$AP Rocky and wants him to go to jail, somehow he musters up the confidence to go to the scene of the crime and look for bullets. I've never heard of this. Imagine you're just walking by and you see somebody in the alley somewhere just looking for something. You thinking they're homeless and you like, hey, you need help, buddy? You need some money or something? He like, no, I'm just looking for bullets. You want to help me? Huh? Why?
Why?
No, sir, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. So then he proceeds to find these said bullets that the cops couldn't find and bring them to the cops because he's such a good Samaritan. And now these are allegedly the bullets that A$AP Rocky used to shoot you, but there's some other stories that allegedly you were already at a shooting range prior and you might have got the shell cases from there. I don't really know the whole story, but that's pretty much the gist of it. As you can tell, there's some real shady stuff going on with A$AP Relly, and I think the jury pretty much just found out that, you know, this was it's insufficient evidence. It's innocent until proven guilty, and you have so many holes in your story, I can't convict this man. I'm pretty sure that's what the jury felt like. So the defense team found something, they did some digging and came up with the fact that you were on tape. They have you on a recording saying that you just wanted money.
He needs money.
Yeah, buddy, they got you on tape saying you just wanted money. So not only do you have inconsistencies in your story, they have you on recording saying you just wanted money out this man, A$AP Rocky.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So it's pretty safe to say that you were lying on a Bible that this man shot you under oath. You lying. You're lying now. That's what we doing. You know what that's called? That's called perjury, sir. And you very well may be going to jail. So not only is A$AP Rocky free, but really it might be locked up. Don't let him out. So joy to the world, Pretty Boy Flacco is a free man. Because let me tell you something, Mr. Relly, Terrell, if that is your real name, if you, sir, were the reason that we don't get another Rihanna album again, I could promise you that would have been your ass. And for what? A couple coins? No, sir. No, sir. So congratulations to A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, and their entire family.
Not guilty.
Side note, I know everybody's talking about A$AP Rocky falling in this clip, but I couldn't help but notice Rihanna's forehead. I mean, you know she's happy. She got that forehead here. Now on the other side of Rihanna, we have Jay-Z, who's celebrating a win of his own in court. Recently, a lawsuit that was involving Jay-Z, a civil lawsuit, has been dismissed without prejudice. What does dismissed without prejudice mean? That means you can't bring it up anymore. Don't bother me about this anymore, you hear? That's what that means. So back in December of 2024, Jay-Z was involved in a lawsuit involving him, Sean Combs, and an alleged 13-year-old girl at the time. What they were alleging is that Jay-Z and Sean Combs allegedly is that what the kids are calling it? I don't know. I'm just trying not to get flagged. They were saying that Jay-Z and Sean Combs raped this then 13-year-old girl. If you don't really remember, don't worry about it. I gave you the clip notes again. Okay, so boom. Allegedly, this whole thing took place at a Beverly Hills party where nobody has confirmed to see this 13-year-old girl roaming around the party. To add further insult to that, this girl alleges that she got a ride to this party where she lived 6 to 9 miles away, and somebody drove her to the party, dropped her off, and drove off. Somebody drove a 13-year-old girl to a grown-up party, 6 to 9 miles, and then drove off unsupervised. Okay, cool. To add further insult to that, after this lady alleges that Jay-Z and Sean Combs gave some grapes, she alleges that she was so frantic that she ended up calling her father to come pick her up. Yeah, well, her father came out during this whole thing, not too long after she said that, and said, you know, I don't really remember that. I think I would have remembered if my daughter called me and told me all that happened. I don't really remember that. To add further insult to that, there were still even more inconsistencies to her story. There were things that she said on one media outlet that she contradicted on other media outlets. This whole thing was a mess. And now it's finally been dismissed. And I, for one, am happy about it. But is everybody else? Literally, is everybody else? Because I'm not really hearing too much about it. I'm not hearing a word about it. But when it came out that this lawsuit was happening to begin with, I was hearing a lot of people having some things to say. A lot of people having some things to say. A lot of people was happy that Rock Nation was finally going to crumble.
My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today that Rock Nation, you will crumble.
And I get it. Jay-Z might not be your guy for whatever the case may be. Maybe you don't like how he is as a rapper. Maybe you like Nas better. Maybe you just a Nas fan. Maybe you don't like the fact that he's in charge of the NFL halftime performance and you wanted somebody else to headline besides Kendrick Lamar. Maybe you don't like his locks. Maybe you don't like his nappy ass head. I don't know. But what I do know is that none of that matters when it comes to this. And look, I don't have all the evidence in this. But what I do know is when it's something that serious, I'll reserve judgment until I'm provided with the evidence that I need to hear. But it seems like when this first came out, people were so quick to rush to judgment. And I just want to know why that is. And especially in a society where we don't want people to judge us. Don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video. But we are very, very, very sensitive about people judging us. We're very sensitive about people shaming us. But we are so quick to shame and judge other people in this day and age. Like, what's up? What's up? Now, look, I can understand people feeling a certain way because this lawsuit also involves Diddy. And Diddy has done some unfavorable things recently. Diddy messed up. Okay, Diddy done messed up in a lot of areas recently. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to defend it. What Diddy did, that's on Diddy. But should Jay-Z be held accountable by association based off of word of mouth? Not even evidence. Somebody just came up. Anonymous person, by the way, which we didn't even talk about. An anonymous person just randomly said, hey, Diddy did it and that dude over there did it. I get it that we need to look out for the victims, but is that what we doing now? Where people could just say things anonymously and we just convict them in court of public opinion? Is that what we doing now? Because a lot of people could go down based off of that. And I just find it odd that what timing that these two cases come out around the same time. And we see in live time how people perceive one case to the next case. So here we have two cases, both by rappers, who are from New York and are married to very successful singers. In fact, the only major difference between the two is wealth. But I mean, surely people wouldn't treat these two cases completely different because one is rich and the other one is not as rich, right? Like, surely people wouldn't celebrate another person's downfall because one is a billionaire and the other one isn't, right? Right? Well, remember that little submersible incident a couple years back with a few really wealthy billionaires? How did the public perceive that when they all died? Better yet, back in California, where ironically Jay-Z and A$AP's Rocky case was, there was also some fires happening in very wealthy neighborhoods. I wonder how some of the public took to that also. Surely they weren't all negative about people losing their homes, right? I think Dave Chappelle said it best.
His house burnt to the ground. So many people, I could go on and on. My first movie I did with Dennis Quaid, I saw him evacuating his house on the news with tears in his eyes, and it broke my heart. And then I go on the internet, and I watch these fire videos, and I read the comment sections, and everyone's like, yeah, it serves these celebrities right. I hope their house is burned down. And you see that? That right there? That's why I hate poor people. Because they can't see past their own pain.
And I get it. These guys are celebrities. These guys are public figures. So we all like to have a public opinion. We all like to have a hot take that draws the conversation and gets engagement. and gets the conversation going, gets people talking. We all like to have a hot take or a conspiracy theory that nobody has thought about. But I just want to remind you that at the end of the day, they're still people. They are still people like you and I that have a family and have people that depend on them, and vice versa. I get it from they are stars, and they're called stars because we look at them from afar. And sometimes we have this sense of surrealism where we don't look at them as people, but they are people. Why would you want to wish bad upon them? Why would you want to put those allegations on a jacket? And I want to stress this again because I cannot stress this enough. Baby, I am broke. You hear me? I ain't got it. I say that to say that I still try to have some type of empathy towards anybody who is a human being because they share the human experience. They have family like I have family. They bleed like I bleed. They have health conditions like I have health conditions. They have people that depend on them like I got people that depend on me. They got people that worry about them like I have people that worry about me. So why would I wish bad upon them? Because they got money? I get it. I'm all for the eat the rich. I get that mentality of eating the rich and destroying the rich and distributing the wealth. I understand the mentality. But baby, that's not the world that we live in. And because we don't live in that world does not give us the right to wish bad upon people just because they're doing better than us. So if that's your reason for wishing bad or ill or believing in all the dark things against the wealthy in particular, then I would encourage you to take a look at yourself and ask yourself, why do you have so much angst against these people? You don't know them. So where is this coming from? And why can't you push yourself to just make a better change in the world as opposed to just wishing negatively upon somebody else? In conclusion, I just want to encourage everyone to be mindful of just how narrow the line is that separates us all. Because just like the stars we see on TV and the stars in the sky, all of us and our prizely possessions can be here 1 minute and gone the next. So allow empathy to be your northern light. Because as quick as you judge is as quick as all of us can be sitting in front of a judge. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of According to Lamar. Video number 2, we are moving through. Big thanks to everybody who tuned into my very first video on this channel. I had no subscribers, and I didn't expect anybody really to show up. But you guys showed up and showed out, and I appreciate everybody who took out the time to check it out. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep the convo going. What did you feel about it? What do you feel about the trial? What did you feel about the A$AP Rocky trial? What did you feel about Jay-Z's trial? What do you feel about Diddy's trial? Do you feel like they're all innocent? Do you feel like they're all guilty? Let me know. I want to hear from you. And please continue to keep this conversation growing. I appreciate everybody who's building with me. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it building. Let's continue to do great things. As I said in the beginning of this video, I'm sure you have plenty of reasons to feel stressed, but I hope you find the reasons to feel blessed. As always, I appreciate you guys. My name is Lamar. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Jay-Z, in which the charge. Oh, God damn.